race-based affirmative action is basically racism in the other direction. People who are under the same statistics, with the same test scores, same everything, this potentially benefits rich black students as opposed to the descendants of poor white, Jewish, and Irish immigrants. Asian American students are being punished by Harvard for having great test scores, but in personality categories, because the thing is, we really don't know what the colleges want from us at this point.
But grade 11 math is less broad than grade 12.
So I've been in Toronto for over a decade now, and I haven't even gone out to explore. So I'm by the waterfront today. I don't know if you can see boats behind me. I'm trying to look for a location. I'll probably post a photo here that my friend and I went to eat like 2 years ago during COVID, and it was like a really nice place to view all of that. So yeah. I found the spot. You can like view the harbor front. That's it's locked. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. So it turns out that the loungy area that I was with Fred for last time got closed and turned into an employees only area. So unfortunately I had to find a new place to record. You can see outside, that's the ferry docking area. People are going to Toronto Island or something like that. But I'm at the Weston Conference Hall and I found a really nice table. The view is great, so I'm gonna do most of my recording. Okay, so let's start by talking a little bit about the state of the college application process in 2024. 4 days ago, prior to recording time, you may have heard the US Supreme Court, with a conservative majority, struck down race-based affirmative action programs in a lawsuit against Harvard and UNC. And I believe this lawsuit has been going on for like 8 years or something. But effectively what this means is that they deem it as unconstitutional for you to use race as one of the consideration factors for applying to schools such as Harvard, MIT, or all of those prestigious universities. Based on my understanding, there isn't going to be specific allotted slots for people from certain races that get into these schools. I'm not going to comment on this. I don't want to say anything that's going to probably get me canceled, but schools want diversity, and we get that. Like, we want to promote diversity, give people equal opportunity, because at the end of the day, we're all human. I do want to address that there are so many insane applications and still got rejected, and I think it's crazy at this point, right? The state of college admissions in the 2023 cycle alone has been crazy, and so I can't wait to unpack and understand what the colleges are really expecting from us in 2024. Because the thing is, we really don't know what the colleges want from us at this point. There's 8 states. I can't recall. I'll probably leave it somewhere on the video. Some of the opposing views with affirmative action is that under the same statistics, with the same test scores, same everything, this potentially benefits rich black students, according to CBC, as opposed to the descendants of poor white, Jewish, and Irish immigrants. It doesn't even touch on Asian Americans or Asian Canadians like myself, but you can read this article in the description below. It basically says how race-based affirmative action is racism in the other direction. So many deserving students get turned down, and I also do want to feel for them. According to many articles, Asian American students are being punished by Harvard for having great test scores, but in personality categories. You might want to watch some of the other ranking videos on how college admissions officers score you, but some Asian students do get punished on personality categories, and so it's tough. The thing with the state of applications in 2024 is that there's a lot of different factors that need to be considered with each individual application. I can quote former President Barack Obama. He says, like any policy, affirmative action wasn't perfect, but it allowed for generations of students like Michelle and me to prove that we belonged. And so the thing is, affirmative action isn't utopia. Affirmative action sort of allows for colleges to achieve different things on their agenda like diversity, but that also leaves the question, what about legacy applications? What about people with parents who donate lots and lots to their schools? right? So the thing with applications is that we don't really have a perfect meritocracy, and right now we're trying to push ourselves towards that area. So leave your comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. Should legacy applications still exist? Should they not? I don't know. I think it definitely benefits some substrata of students. My personal opinion is that this lawsuit isn't going to change a lot. You can see different statements from Harvard, UPenn, my dream school. It's definitely going to have some sort of impact, but colleges are still going to try their best to achieve what they want to achieve. The college application process is still extremely competitive. I'm going to post a few links in the description. Have a read through, understand. Remember, I'm not a professional. But anyways, with that out of the way, let's move on to the more important part, my QS reaction. Okay, so here I am, QS World University Rankings 2024. To give you a little bit of context, I took a little peek at it. I saw a LinkedIn post from Western University, which is the school I was attending, and they said that their QS World Ranking jumped up like 60 places. Last year, if I'm not mistaken, in 2023, Western University ranked 172-ish, something like that, so 176-ish. Okay, let's see, quick view. Oh, let's go to full view. No, let's just go to quick view. Alright, first, MIT, pretty standard. I feel like MIT has been first for like 6 or 7 years. Cambridge, Oxford, okay, Harvard, Stanford. Okay, so you're getting lots of those dream schools, a lot of those top schools in the UK and the US. Pretty standard. Nothing too surprising there. You have your Harvard, you have your Stanford. Then you got number 6, Imperial College London, okay, UK school, and then you have Zurich, okay. And you have National University of Singapore. So I believe when I looked on the 2023 ranking, NUS did rank pretty high, so I'm not too surprised about that. UCL, amazing school. UC Berkeley, number 10, okay, so Berkeley is up there, as always. U Chicago, amazing school. I just hear that the city life in Chicago is not the best, but U Chicago, great school. UPenn, my dream school. Still want to go there, but okay. Cornell, number 13. I'm actually a little bit surprised. Based on my understanding, Cornell was one of the lower ranking Ivy League schools. And so the fact that it's 13th is actually really amazing. Melbourne, okay. Caltech. So Melbourne is number 14. That is definitely interesting. So I heard from my friends that a lot of the Australian schools have ranked top 20, so I'm actually really surprised. But I guess it's a nice time to go to Australia, and I definitely want to do a little bit more research and understand why. And you got your Caltech, your Yale. So actually that's surprising. Yale isn't even top 10 anymore. Yale's a great school, but wow, it's 16th. Hecking. Princeton, 17th. Back then, I think when I was in like grade 6 or something like that, I was looking at rankings and Princeton was like always number 1. I think Princeton is still ranked number 1 on US News, but wow, it's shocking to see that some of these Ivy League schools aren't even ranking as well as some of the other schools. Okay, UNSW, University of New South Wales. So Australia is really making, like, they're really getting the, I don't know, I want to think of a good analogy, but Australia is doing really well. Then you got Sydney, okay, 19th. Wow, so lots of the Australian schools are top 20 now. Then you got U of T. So actually, I was probably going to go to University of Toronto. I would have ranked really well, I guess. Global top 50. U of T is great, actually. If I'm not mistaken, U of T was like 30 or something before. I believe it was like 16th at one point, and then it ranked a little bit lower in the past few years, but now that it's like coming back, so that's nice. I have a lot of friends at U of T, so it's nice. University of Edinburgh, okay, UK. UK schools are good. Columbia, 23rd. Wow, so like Cornell is beating so many Ivy League schools. Wow. This is weird. And we have Université PSL. I don't actually know what PSL stands for, but French schools is always good. With the state of the politics in France. I'm not going to do too much commenting on that. Please do your own research. I'm a little bit scared to go to France, but anyways. Then you have Tsinghua in Beijing, which is nice. Tsinghua has always been a really good school. Then you have NTU, okay, Hong Kong, JHU, Tokyo, UCLA. Wow, okay, so UCLA isn't even ranked top 20 anymore. Okay. Tokyo, I heard a lot of the Japanese schools have been doing really well as well. Not too surprising there. Then you have McGill, Manchester. Again, not too surprised. McGill is a great school, by the way. Then you have Michigan, okay. Then you have ANU. UBC is good, so it's nice to see that UBC is ranked pretty high. EPFL. I have a few friends who are going to study in Switzerland, so that's really nice. They're not going to EPFL though. Then you have Munich. NYU is 38? Wow, okay. I actually really wanted to go to NYU, but you have King's College London. If I'm not mistaken, King's College London is one of the better business schools, and last year it ranked like really well. SNU, okay, I actually wanted to apply to Seoul National. I might apply still. But yeah, then you have Monash, Melbourne, okay. Queensland, wow, so many Australian schools are doing so well. LSE is great for politics, economics. Kyoto University, okay, Japanese schools are getting there. Okay, so Duke 57. If I'm not mistaken, Duke is like 10th on US News, but like Duke is 57 here. Wow. So like it's really surprising to see some of these schools like shift. UCSD 62. Brown is 73. That's actually really surprising. Wow. So Ivy League schools. Okay, interesting. No comment, but that's really interesting. Copenhagen, okay, I've always wanted to go to Denmark. I heard quality of life, on like one of the quality of life indexes, Denmark ranks like first or second or third, something like that. It's really nice. Copenhagen is nice. Alberta, Waterloo is 112, okay. Then we have Western University, 114. That's definitely interesting. 114, okay. It does say 5+ US stars. I'm not sure what that means, but GPA 2+, okay. That's kind of awkward, but okay. It's one of the top public universities in London, Canada. Nice. It's not bad. It's like, if you see the graph here, it's definitely done. Because last year it was 172, now it's 114, like nearly 60 ranks higher. So that's really amazing. Faculty student ratio 3.7. Wow. Okay, like this is not bad. Like Western, based on what I've heard, Western was like a total party school. So to see that this is what it's become now, I'm actually pretty happy that I chose Western. But I still want to go to like UPenn, NYU, one of those American schools, because I want to work at Wall Street or Silicon Valley. But anyways, now that I think about it, I could have been to a global top 21 school. Okay, it's okay. It's okay, Oscar. Queens is... I was also considering Queens, 209, so I'm definitely happy I chose Buster. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you made it to this part, you're a real one. I really appreciate you. There are two main takeaways that I have. So I guess number one is that US college admissions are super hectic, but believe in yourself, do your best, and remember that colleges truly are looking for a mature applicant as opposed to someone who has perfect stats and everything. And number two is that, wow, the state of ranking with the schools has changed a lot. So you don't see all of the US schools ranking top 50 globally anymore. You see a lot of different countries. You see Singaporean schools, you see Australian schools, you see Japanese schools, a lot of Chinese schools as well in Hong Kong, in Beijing as well. So yeah, everything with the college application has changed. And so I think it's time that we embrace a new future and kind of understand that we're in a new era and we await what the future holds and unpack everything as we go along. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna walk around the harbor front. You can see a lot of people are there actually. They're waiting for their like boat cruises or ferries. But anyways, I'm gonna walk around, probably find some food because I'm starving. Hopefully you didn't laugh at my puffy bangs down hair today. I'm really self-conscious about it. I just showered and my hair looks like this now, but oh well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Wish me luck down in the comments below because I really will need a lot of luck if I apply for transfer school to UPenn next year. And let me know what you think. Should college applications be like this? And why do you think schools are ranked like this? I'm not sure. I don't know. Would love to hear your opinions. So yeah. I don't know what else to do. So thank you guys so much and hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.